GamerLegion taking on Complexity, and we cannot wait to get this show on the road. Cole will start on that CT side, and it's already early fights coming through. Rez, PR will combine for a killer pieces. Nix and Sixy, the new boys on this Cole side, are shut down. JT now have to try and lead. It's only 3. It's messy from Grim as well, and it's carnage in through second mid. GamerLegion are punishing the overextensions from Complexity. They're down to 2.
Yeah, seems like they were ready for this pistol, eh? They get in deep, and they will demolish them, to be honest with you. Not a chance into the round. The bomb drops so far away from the action, and they just have no control of the map to work with from here. Really well played from them, really well committed. And again, it does help early in the morning if you are landing your shots, of course. I think Complexity with a rude awakening to kickstart Cologne. It's never nice, but careful, because the Glocks are always capable. Maybe just a second of it there. JT going to be a bit tougher for him. He's got no armor. He has slight bits of information to work with. There's some overfaces. Quick headshots are always possible, but where is this last man? He knows the location of one, but he does not know about Torsen, who's still full HP. Got to be around here somewhere, but just couldn't quite pinpoint him.
Again, another gun we just don't see all too often, so...
Yeah, I mean, the change to the MP9, right? I think a few people are trying to force some guns back in. The MP7 might be a bit more viable now. Yes, it's more expensive, but it is more effective at range. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Nix with the first headshot as they go charging in towards A here. Double pit setup, you feel, should be pretty strong. However, the M4 goes down far too easily there. Bomb has been spilled. It buys some time for the rotations, but recovered weaponry, recovered utility, of course. The pesky moto smoke that's always so difficult to get past. They will just about retrieve the bomb. Some damage coming in. There is a gap. So could maybe push through here, but not going to happen. Sixy, this is it. With the M4, is just a monster now, and they can't deal.
It's awesome. What have you got for us? Called into a 1 versus 2, make that a 1 versus 1. Catches Sixy, trying to set up some level of a flank, and it's now down to Nix. MP9 in hand, sub 40 HP. 1 versus 1, he's going to dance around. He's playing an open angle, and it might be checked. Torsen quick reaction, and a find. And a big 1v2, but the narrative of that round is, why did we require a 1 versus 2 clutch? It was a force buy for Complexity, with a UMP being the best weapon they could bring to the table.
Going to be headed towards B early on. There is only one player here. Flash comes round. Oh, deep smoke. So he doesn't have it for the close angle. Not respecting how near to this B bomb site they are going to be. He does manage to pick one up at CT. So there you are. It's all prepped. It's a decent nade, but he will go down. Is there a chance at a trade? Is there a chance to stop them moving in? And it looks like yes, but kind of by Complexity's choice. They're opting not to go charging through this smoke at this time. They might give it a reaggress in a few moments, but they have no utility left at all. I mean, this doesn't look good to me.
This is where things become very difficult. There's also the potential, as that smoke fades in towards mid, which it's just about to, as our lovely graphic shows, it's the potential of a flank brewing too, but they're here ready for the fight. They've got to go dry here. They've got to try and isolate fights. Rez finds one. Grim will drop. Save for Sixy as he's caught by Kersey, and it's all starting to dwindle here for Cole. Nix gets one, but he's shut down, and Torsen with another double to close out the round better.
Showing of it where I feel like they have good initial ideas. They just really do struggle to sort of finish their dinner at times. So I think that there's going to be a lot of rounds like this where they maybe bring it close or they're in the right place but can't quite execute. And maybe we're going to see it again here. JT opens up at middle. He's distracted them away from the pit area. ZTR stands strong, loses his life. Good chance for the bomb plant now. Halsdorf got to be very careful. Takes a quick dink. So they will indeed let him in. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous indeed. Another dink as well round from Grim here. Halzerk's managed to get the side swipe. And it's a force. Sorry, it's a save out from GamerLegion. They lose out to the force. This is kind of wild.
I mean, better late than never as well. You know, we already spoke about how this map really feels like quite the necessity in a way for Complexity. Grim will go down to the bomb, but really not the end of the world. That's a really big round to be taking with minimal investments coming through.
or ZTR got to be careful. I mean, never going to expect a boost above this smoke. How often do you see this? Smoke comes in at library. Kind of worked out there. It's pretty easy for them to silent drop, I think, by virtue of that step being slightly higher. So that's kind of a nice touch. Nothing comes of it, and they now have to deal with the brunt of the defense. So far, so good, but in comes a flank, and Rez might just be hidden away. Here he goes, unchecked for a while. 5-7 up close is deadly, of course. Bomb getting planted. Rez hidden away in the pit. Needs one more to make this doable. He's going to get it. And Torsen with the trade will make it happen here for GamerLegion. A big round secured. With how quickly we've had overpass in, you perhaps just leave it to evolve naturally, you know?
Slow around it. As Carla just have a look around. Torsen, right idea, right find as well. JT just try something a little audacious, and that'll cost him his life. At the same time, they're moving toward the A site. It's Nyx for the first, but down below, ready to be met by PR. Nyx gets his second, and now also the site to work with. Moto Smoke to come through. Full retake going to be required here in this 3 versus 3.
Are they going to go for it? Of course. Moto Smoke in. They do have an advanced position here towards short before the bomb has really gone down. It just gets planted. ZTR is so far up, so he can gather information by process of elimination. Nice boost up. Rez finds one, and ZTR, I think he's pretty confident that it's probably just more of a pit play than anything else. He will go down, unfortunately. It's all on Torsen once again in the 1 versus 1, and Grim just has to stay alive. 25 HP is not enough to take a wide swing or a fight here, but he will give it a bit of a look and try and grab some timing. Not going to work, and GamerLegion again coming away with a key clutch.
But, I don't know, I just think the mental's probably in such a weird spot right now. They're bit by bit, as they keep losing these clutches, they keep losing the confidence. First time we get to see the new boy Kersey on the AWP. It's PR, though, who opens things up, swinging a fine. Nyx deleted. AK up close as well. Goes 1 for 1. Tian needs to be a little careful, but he does have a support, and that's all that matters. There's an MP9 there. And Rez playing in through CT with the M4. Flashes come over. They wanted to fight early. Rez going to fight his way through it, but he doesn't clear water. ZTR will. Trait is good. Pistol pulled out, and ZTR makes it a second. All down to one man. Grim, what have you got for us? Been another round from you, but it's Kersey's AWP. Sings loud to close that one. Big round to find.
But it was well held. I suppose his distraction was enough to get the job done.
Uh-oh, they're going to go quick. Oh, that's going to work. Grim, drive by, PR, night-night. I'll see you next round, mate. That's not exactly the way you want to start things. And Rez has to actually be quite careful here. He is alone. And he's going to beckon over the support, but he has to play time. He basically can't deny this bomb going down.
Yeah, this is problematic, to say the least. Full post plan to deal with, and I think they are calling a save by the looks of it. Still looks pretty decent, right? So there's no need to get excited and give away even more weaponry. And hilariously, okay, Grim will manage to get it, but that was a bit of a tough find.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the only rounds that Cole have found so far are these kind of low buy. I don't really... I mean, I can't really say anything bad. It is the right call, monetarily speaking, especially. So, back underway. They've already guaranteed, worst case scenario, GamerLegion, you've got a tie game at the half. That alone's pretty good. Any more for any more will be huge. PR and ZTR combine for a 2-for-1 opener.
Yeah, showing some really good aggression here. Just the get up and go of this team has looked solid so far. GamerLegion not messing around. The flow seems good. Kersey fitting in. You know, no real problems. It is Torsen who is taking over the game, to be fair. He's been in a lot of clutch situations as well. Rez swinging out. Wants to go for another, but he will think better of it. Peek at short as well. And the 1v1s are just being won all over the shop right now. This is not great for Cole. They can maybe make it look scary in the low buy, half buy situations, but the full rifles are really starting to go against them now. 60 alone. They know about him. He has been seen, and he's double swung, so not a chance.
7-2, 5-round buffer. We buy back in, sure, but a couple of Galils have to be worked around here. Kersey I like the risk. What's the reward like? It's a kill. An opener on towards Nyx. Nice find, and he gets out scot-free.
Again, yeah, feels like a bit too common of an occurrence here. PR for more will be taken down, so not happening for him. So at least there's that complexity, able to even things up and keep it interesting here. Torsen backs off from B. They're trying to fake out A and draw attention. It seems to be working. The smoke will, of course, buy time. Torsen trying to fake that he's dropping back. 1-for-1's probably not quite going to be enough here.
Yeah.
He could pick up the pace and get that bomb down, but they are playing it too tense, and it gives time for ZTR to rotate.
And he gets time for that smoke to come down. He also heard that smoke tag as well, hence why he's spamming. Oh, this becomes really janky. Rez. A little jiggle peek and a fine 60 deleted. And unfortunately for Complexity, this round is feeling like it's probably lost just off the back of, as you mentioned, their lack of confidence. Both spotted as well. ZTR knows 1-for-1 in this instance is good. And it puts Grim in a 1v2. Both players over towards GamerLegion are full HP. Surely an impossible state to be in. Who committing from CT. That smoke broken open. It's Kersey to close. And another fantastic round.
It's the nature of the rounds, right? They've brought things close in those low buy situations. All power for Halzerg, doesn't quite land it. There wasn't much to hit, to be fair. Kersey shows him how it is done. And they are not messing around here, Complexity. Bringing some aggression into this. Halzerg just trying to take matters into his own hands at the end of the day. Soon as he crosses this point, though, there's two players ready and waiting for him. So does have to be careful, does need to know the dangers of it. He calls on some support to try and help him clear these angles as they move in together. Rez, though, with the unlikely spot. However, he's lost his boiler presence. So now he's on an island, now he's alone. Flash comes in, and it doesn't quite blind up enough. ZTR's here quickly, can he slow them down? But for the first time in a while, Complexity get themselves in a winning position.
His smoke bounced off the ledge there as well, so he's actually got a slight gap on that right-hand side. Hence why he's had to cross. So an unorthodox spot. And a big flank. Not the find initially. Damage dealt towards Halzerg. ZTR's pulling a risk here. He's going to sit inside of the smoke, just waiting for presence to come through. Reaction's good for one, but only. 60 on the trade. It feels like this one should be concluded. I might be planted as well. Halzerg waiting, but he is smoked down himself. Torsen and Kersey. Torsen's been so good in the clutch and so much damage dealt. 60's lucky to be alive. This is still on a knife's edge, and there might still be a bit of a chance.
Nade does decent damage. One taken down on the totem pole. Kersey the next to fall. And Torsen is left to do it all here, of course. Usually a save, but he's going to have to move in for it. Not going to happen for him. 60 takes him down. 9-3. It's not great. It's 3 isolated rounds in from Complexity, but it is maybe, just maybe, something massively tested. A couple of moments where they just lose enough control of the A-bomb site, and that's about all Complexity have been able to get. It feels more like luck than anything. Nade stack here. No one in towards CT. Flash is coming in. They got the Julies up top. Grim for one, looking for a bit more. He will be denied, and unfortunately he was all by himself, so Complexity taking a risk in the defense that allows that bomb to go down with a simple 1-for-1 trade.
What do we do now as well? In this 4 versus 4, but that smoke, that alone makes life really difficult. They're going to try and funnel them in towards Rez, who spots that one, can't quite connect. Looking for the kill, and he will get it. Down goes Halzerg, and down surely go the chances of Complexity. JT a kill of his own, but he's shut down. And that'll be GamerLegion double digits, 7 rounds ahead, and surely the beginning of the end here.
Crazy work, absolutely crazy work, and a guy that I think is gagging to get back to that arena. So we'll see if they can indeed make it there in quick time. Halzerg says a bit more Inferno required. It's a nice shot from him, and a little whoopsie-daisy on the silent jump. But there's actually nobody close enough to short to hear it, so no harm, no foul. Either way, first time on the C side, it feels like GamerLegion are under threat.
Yeah, they're not so silent jump, but Still Horzerk. What a flick and a find. As PR was just getting around that pillar as well. Shoulder protruding. Gets deleted. So yeah, maybe, as you mentioned, single-handedly, Horzerk saying there's still a little life left in this game. We're not dead just yet. And it's these sort of situations where you really see the stellar players shine. They know that backs up against the wall and they've got to put up on a bit of a show, but Horzerk overflicks. And he will be punished by Kersey, who could opt to pick up the AWP if he wants to. Looks like he's going to still opt to keep that Khalil for now, but he makes it shine. Back into a 3 versus 3. 60, he's the shine himself. He'll find Rez round the corner while Flash delivers. And a ZTR thrust into a 1 versus 2. Smoke down Moto, bomb plant, and a wealth of time to set up in this 1v2.
I do like his chances here. Swaps across to an AK as well, and he has many different angles that he can choose from. Opts not to go for a super early fight. Doesn't quite know where to expect them. I think one from middle is not a hop, skip, and a jump. Did he hear the boost up? Did he hear a step? He definitely seems sure of at least one. It's a quick move here into the apartments. He's got to be careful. Grim charging him down with that AUG will fall, and it's low HP JT with no kit available. 10-second timer gone, and ZTR to finish it off 13-3. And what better way to shut them down than with a clean 1 versus 2.
That crowd experience. Let's get the show on the road, of course. GamerLegion will be starting on the T side, Lexi on the CT side.
JT takes a peek, but is denied the information. It's actually quite a quick round here. JT ready in at mini, because he will take the first. He's got some support here as well. Surely got to net this kill, but doesn't quite get Torsen. So he's lucky to be alive. Fighting up against the P250 now as well. Risky move, just gathering info there. Rolling slowly down secret, but waiting for the main man. It's PR on the lurk, having a joker, as they call this, so we'll see what he's able to find. Grim, meanwhile, holding down the main fort with the Julies, but it's very touch and go, and I don't think they appreciate that PR is in behind. There was a man at Hell who thinks he's got ramp control, but it's not the case, so PR looking to take the round into his own hands, and he will net both the kills. Perfectly played. Bit of lucky timing on his side, but he will capitalize. Halzerk, though, takes his head clean off his shoulders, so now where is the bomb going? And they're ready for an upstairs attack. JT left to do all the work. It will be a trade out from 60, however, and now Torsen with that low HP from earlier on has got it all to do. Where does he go? How does he win this? I think even he doesn't quite know how to get it done. They'll allow him the bomb plant at the very least. They do not want to mess this one up. They don't know that he's low either, so the round is certainly up for grabs. Torsen clearing some angles, both coming in from Hook. Can he get the flick? No, he can't. And it will be Complexity on the board.
Want to be in that one. So they'll start well on the CT side. Exactly what we want to see, but we are going to get a force, understandably as well, as it was a bomb plant. PR trying to get down, and he just about will. Fine margins as Nick's open things up on towards Torsen. Opening kill takes a lot of damage for it as well. Still going to be careful of Rez around this corner. They're trying to drop down. It's bomb on the back of Kersey, and a molly will force all 3 of these Hell players away.
ZTR watching up top. Got to win this fight if they have a chance at the round. Not going to happen. Bomb will get planted. And man, I feel like Complexity already, you know, 2 rounds in, playing very nervous, not wanting to take those swings, not wanting to overface. And there is maybe such a thing as too much respect, so we'll see if they've given that across. We got Rez on the AK. Super, super dangerous here. 4 coming in from ramp. It's a good smoke. It will force that AK into a less favorable angle. Grim goes down very quickly. The AK chimes in early, and now with the 3 versus 3, they don't really feel the need to get too excited here. Smoke going to come down onto the bomb. Get the kit in there is what they're after. MP9 to try and deny it's not going to work, and PR, he can't stop that defuse. Rez can't stop it either. And it will be Complexity just about taking it over the line.
What corner are they tucked in? Shoulder spot to Torsen. Surely a dead man. Unless the Spidey senses tingle, he will fall, and down he goes. AK upgrade for JT.
Chaotic game so far. A lot of flanks, a lot of catch-offs. A few gaps in both the attack and the defense, to be honest. Up top, Holzerk ready to help out Nyx. This is a great spot to be in. Flash comes in. They're not super prepared. He lets them cross. This is getting kind of weird. What's going on? Oh, no, and he's dropped the bomb at his feet as well. It couldn't have got any worse for ZTR. They try and sort of fake things out there, but the fake's been read, and now the bomb is in the hands of the CT side. 25 seconds left. Surely not a chance to get back into this round, you would say. Trying to beat the man up top. They will get that done. So they do actually get the bomb back under control, but then there's somebody waiting for them downstairs. So how are they going to play around this? JT again giving a lot of space, lets them cross. A fake comes in with 10 seconds left. Rez with a beautiful read will now get the plant round. Grim got to be careful as double doors being covered. Rez gets another, and PR to finish it off. Oh my goodness, 4 versus 2 converted.
God damn it. But we're live after the tech, followed by the tack. Torsen taking outside control. He needs to be careful on the edge of this smoke as well. Look who's lurking. JT gets one, gets out. He dealt damage, but he's somehow still thriving, still breathing, and still in play. Takes even more damage from the heavens. Grim on Mustang finds PR and Rez. This round, in a matter of mere moments, surely done, unless we have another big 2vx situation.
This one would be even more mental than the last, and indeed it will be shut down before it gets going. Now, I suppose it's a 1vx, but Torsen pretty far away from the action. Not a lot of time. He needs the element of surprise to probably win this one, but he just doesn't have time to play around that, so maybe take one down with him. The actual round itself, I don't think is going to happen. He's baiting out the death cam a little bit, but they are not chomping. Needs to keep him at bay. A Molotov as well, and that'll definitely get the job done. So here we are. Complexity, proving capable. Timeout pays dividends. They do have a quick charge from GamerLegion that just works right into their setup. So perfect parameters for them to play around. All the same, keeping things even and much hotter.
In towards the AWP, but same for Holzerk as well. So I'm right in saying the first time we get a real head-to-head between these two, it's Holzerk who opens things up, takes damage through the flames, but still alive, and that's ultimately all that matters. PR gonna sneak through, and this is something that GamerLegion have been getting away with a lot. This lower site presence, whether it's through secret or down through vents, they be making their way and just getting in the backlines. Torsen going to find a big kill as well, so JT can't get away with these antics towards outside any longer. And PR, all he actually has to be is an insurance policy. A waiting game, but 60's got one of his own as well, and that's the bomb, no less. Rez will fall, the big man himself, and Molly towards outside. He's going to get a second behind it. Flank upon flank, it's carnage here in Nuke. Map number 2, and 60, he might be on for the third as well. Torsen's just lurking below, but it's Grim who comes for support. This round is done, so PR's push through vents was all for naught.
Things can change in an instant, and Complexity looking to be the proponents of that. So far, so good, and we see them, I'd say for the first time in the series, with some real decent control and a chance to lock GamerLegion out for the rest of the half.
With the Tech 9s and the drive-by, and they might even use ZTR in that sense as an information gatherer. They're going towards our side, and they're going dry again. This is something that they're going to go actually in front of the smokes, and it catches JT off guard, but Nyx is here to meet them and greet them through the flames. He'll find Torsen. And Kersey looking to split in towards A. It's 60 backside alt vent who's got a lot to do to lock it down, and Kersey might just continue this roll round. He will now get the support 60. Grim's come through, and Grim will find the kill on ZTR. Up the vents, into the thick of it. Numbers advantage now for the Americans.
It all rides on this man. Kersey was behind. He is being watched for. Oh, 60 with an overstep. It's even better for Kersey now. He nets his. And the advantage swings in. There's a man downstairs. They know that. There's a man hanging around heaven. But in which angle is he going to come up? Kersey oversteps. The discipline is missing here in this round for sure. And it allows Complexity maybe that slim chance that they were looking for. You know, 2 versus 3 separated up on the retake. You don't fancy it. But now, 2 on 2, they're a little more confident. However, Rez will pin him. And Holzer can't get through. So just bailing themselves out. It's a big steal from GamerLegion.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it really, in a way, as well, it's so surprising to see it flip like that. Oh, PR, only a pixel to work with, but Nyx gets clipped. Penultimate round here of the half, and GamerLegion have the ability to really build a stable lead before heading in towards the CT side on their map pick. 6C gonna try and sit inside the vent. He's on the ladder and he will find him. So PR can't get away with antics this time. They've adapted and they found.
Yeah, there you go. Peekaboo on the other side of the smoke, and I think couldn't have been any worse for PR. The smoke ended at the perfect spot, or rather imperfect, depending on which side you were on. Either way, GamerLegion man down to kick things off. 6E as well. Where is he? Could be truly anywhere. Holzerk spots the knees and will indeed take Rez down a few feet. 6E does fall as he gets giddy. JT on the off angle here. Will this be expected? A dry move in towards Secret does not go well, but the trades come in thick and fast. 2 versus 2 after such a keen start. And again, a chance for GamerLegion to steal victory from the jaws of defeat here. Nyx downstairs ready and waiting in another off angle. Where are they going to take this bomb?
Ooh. I thought they might be tempted to go back up towards the top side. That would be a bold call. He's got to anchor in a huge way here. Head spotted, door open. Oh, but he's going to get both, Nyx. What a round from him.
Holzerk. Ready. Flash comes in, but he's still set. He's got backup as well. Oh, man, what a beautiful setup. JT for 2. There will be a trade-off in towards Mini. Can they do anything with it? I think the answer is going to be no, and pretty decisively. Really nice final round there from Cole. So they keep things close here in terms of the scoreline.
They now head on towards the seaside, which at times can be difficult to get going. His pistol's got to have something special behind it. Oh, Rez and Torsen, they start well. Torsen once just slipped the net, but he might follow him downstairs. And it might be at the cost of his life. Actually, it's Rez here. He just has got the timing as 6E's committed away, so it's ring around the roses. Rez is in between. He's threat the needle, but he's run out of ammo. He's still fighting and he'll lose his head. What is happening? Bomb goes down. The chaos continues. This map has been carnage from the get-go, and it might be more of the same. Julies cannot do it again, so Nick stopped at 2. 3 versus 2 ensues. Make that a 2 versus 2. PR, he might overlook 6E. What is happening, Scriv?
This is crazy. 4 versus 3 turn 1 on 2. The CT side have seemingly let the ball slip. Kersey's got to check all the angles and he just cannot get it done. Huge round for Complexity, and you can see some great energy maybe brought back in. They don't want to...
GamerLegion, they will force in themselves. They're hoping really that because he can soften them up or just find that straight headshot. And B9's up close as well. Hang on a second. PR's found 2. Uh-oh. Dropping down from the heavens. Tosses the 5-7 delivers to 1v5 for JT. Oh, Nuke. This is why I love you.
Indeed. I mean, it just hands itself to so many insane rounds. JT's location now known. He does find a nice kill there. Faking things out a little bit. I think Rez will have heard him now, though. He's just trying to take some guns. Aggressively save, you might call it. He knows with so much time left on the clock, he's going to have to fight his way out of this. Can he do just that? Creeping around here. Spotted from behind and finished off from the side. It's actually ZTR to get it.
Having a lot of fun there as well, but you're so right. It's such an important round to be taken, more so than the pistol, as you mentioned, because you put yourself now with a nice amount of breathing room, and that's ultimately all that really matters here. Smoke down towards single, which is open. ZTR just going to tuck himself in towards Vens. They're swinging out. Labit spray going to come through. JT will fall, so will Nyx, as ZTR is looking to line them up. Rez will come in for support. Julie's pulled out as well, and it should be done. Thankfully it is. Little Labit, maybe a little bit more expensive than GamerLegion would have liked, but a round is a round. A win is a win. And they're getting ever closer to the 2-0 now. That's not the way you want to kickstart your journey here at IEM Cologne. Only damage though, they'll over towards ZTR. Sub 50 for him. Kersey under pressure, but up close. Rez, he's got to do better there, and he can't quite find it. Rez and PR both fall. Kersey gets 1, deals damage as well on towards the second, and he's still sticking around. He got the right idea. And ZTR reclaiming space, but his crosshair trained a little too high. Grim's not that tall.
lull here. Kersey with a catch, just playing a little wild. As he will get a big kill, actually. That was one of the healthier players, if not the only healthy player. So, an overlooked angle could cost an awful lot here. You can see Torsen down below is hidden away, ready for the bomb to come his way. Is that going to be the case, right? It's been hanging around for a little while. I think they are really just hoping that Kersey reveals himself once again with an overstep. Are they going to know that these players are low? Is he going to get the timing? Oh, they've just crept through the smoke. Is it good? Is it bad? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The gap was there to spot the back of that player and he just isn't able to do so. However, the plant comes in quick enough that he hears it. They might not expect him to be in towards Mini so fast.
Down vent as well, so Kersey should have a gift there. If you want to save, of course, being that low, you've got to get your way all the way to secret. And there we go. There's one. Ollie down as well. And he will recover the AK. Need just in case he was lurking around. But that's a huge round for Complexity to take. Like we said, you lose that and you put yourself in a lot of trouble.
Seemingly pull off the impossible, as we all thought coming into this second map. Definitely making it look like they can. Decent damage to kick things off. They will send one down secret, not fully committing at this point, but control of the round. It feels like Complexity are the ones directing this.
Smoke down. Trickle down smoke as well, which just keeps Rez at bay, but they walk straight into Kersey, who's looking for more, and he'll get it. He just about gets out, but that's all that matters. At the same time, ZTR going to find an aborting kill of his own. Kersey maybe an overface there. Staying alive will probably be more valuable in this spot. Of a minute to work with, we're now into a 2v2 and everything resets because they're going to lose track of where Complexity go.
Another freeze here from Complexity. Sometimes does work quite well for them. It certainly did in the previous round. You follow closely with Torsen. Oh, that was his chance. And he goes down. Feels like the round along with him. ZTR doesn't quite know where to go now as well. They're in that crossroads. Could go B, could go A. He's going to bank on A. Similar to last round. Ash keenly watching behind here to see if the IGL can pull it off. Doesn't spot them outside. 15 seconds. I mean, timing everything. Oh, they're towards him as well. The Molotov comes in. He's not going to burn to it, so they don't know that he's up there, but he can't stop the bomb going down, and he gets a little too close for comfort. Singes his toe hairs off, and they will be ready for him. So down he goes, and now it's even.
Oh, man. That's another round, which is, again, down to fine margins and Complexity.
A major part of what they've talked about here. Around the smoke they will go. Kersey, gotta watch for this. Oh, they don't check him at all, though. He gets away with absolute murder. It's Rez as well to stay alive, so solid stuff there to hold outside. Still a chance for Complexity, as they have gained that outside control. Could drop in towards secret if they wanted. Got a man behind the vent who's looking to thread the needle and be the hero that they need. A lot of time left on the clock here, but he's just going to play the patient game. It seems to be going well for Complexity when they pull these freezers.
Lobby crunch. Looking at good. They're in the back line here. This is a gift. It's a gift which is a little labor, but a gift nonetheless. PR could be two here. They're both knife out. Oh, that's a bad time to not be guns at the ready. Hero bought the AK in the previous round. He's left on just a Tech 9 here.
Ugly. Very ugly buy here. Especially one that is supposed to keep you in the game. Kersey getting aggressive outside. Once again, bites off far more than he can chew. Very greedy boy will get taken down. So, man advantage for this weaker buy.
Well, outside control is good here, despite Horzo finding a kill. Rez, one tap for the first and a second behind it as well. Another towards outside somewhere, but Torsen needed that shot and it slips. ZTR 1v3. Complexity aren't done just yet.
Can he pull it off? Starts his damage. Not even going to get the first, so here we go. Complexity have bought themselves a lifeline.
losing 2 out of 3 of the last 3 times they played Nuke at Fisher last week. They were close games, and this is looking like another one of that. ZTR going to be overlooked as well. JT finds one, but Rest quick on the trade. So numbers still stay in GamerLegion's favor, but A-side lost.
Bomb plant. What do you do from here? Do you want to go for it? Do you want to maybe attempt to save? It maybe all depends indeed on PR's move. He felt good. He will take Grim, but he drops back. So space being actually conceded despite the 4 versus 2. Not looking to get too giddy, and it works. It works nicely. I think he had the information on where those last 2 players were. No need to give them anything. Really important round, really important moment, and it goes perfectly for GamerLegion. Rez. Oh, he looked away, didn't he, at the worst time, but the superior weaponry will still favor him. Clean spray down there. Not a lot of Holzerk available to hit, in fact.
Yeah, no room for error there at all.
Yes. Beautiful find. But he is traded, so we'll see. Complexity fighting tooth and nail to stay alive here on Nuke.
I like this from ZTR. It's a non-contact, it's a spot play. So now they know 60's down here. And then you're 60. The question is, where do we go? Oh my, Nix is so lucky to get away alive. Grim, same can't be said for him. They're stomping around the vent. They've got to commit towards this lower site. Doors open for ZTR as well. And sub 40 seconds. They've got to try and get this bomb down. 60 being spotted, and he nails a shot on towards ZTR. So life left in them still. The new boys, a dynamic duo, have got to come alive here. A 2v4 turn 2v3. Still no upgrade for Nix just yet, but there is a gun down there for him to wield. With the flash, still opting for the deagle. So all the onus is on 60, and he goes to try and collect the gun, and that'll be at the cost of his life. What has 60 got for us? Nothing's the answer. Kersey to close map and series. GamerLegion 13 to 10. They take their pick of Nuke and they start their journey here in Cologne, the cathedral of Counter-Strike. Ops in well.
Yes, very much so. I mean, a tough run for Complexity, as they will be